Okay. We are live. We're going to start in just a couple of minutes. We'll give folks a minute or two to chime in. If you have any comments or questions, certainly put them into the chat and we'll see those. And we'll start in just a minute. All right. So my name is Dave Pulowski. I'm Vice President of Sports Health and Fitness, and tonight we're talking about healthy athletes. We are really excited. Tomorrow is May 1st, and we are just over a month away from summer games. And one of the most important pieces of summer games for me is that I get to work with some great clinical directors in various medical fields to offer what I think is a very robust and great health center at summer games. And so typically we have multiple venues that athletes can go to and be screened. And this year is no exception to that. We've got the Special Smiles and Mom Project, which is our dental program. We've got Opening Eyes program. We've got our Healthy Hearing program, our Fun Fitness program, our Health Promotion program, and then we also have a group coming in to do free skin cancer screening. So we're really excited to have that offered at our summer games. We've got some folks here that are our clinical directors. Some of them have been with us for a long time, and we're so fortunate to have them involved in our healthy athlete programs. So I'm going to kind of go around the horn and let folks introduce themselves and what they do, and then give each healthy athlete discipline an opportunity to talk about that. Watch your comments in the on the screen here and see if we can get any discussion about it or questions about it, and go from there. So first, we've got two of our Fun Fitness clinical directors, Naja and Laura. Naja, do you want to introduce yourself and tell folks who you are and what you do?
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Nija Chin Gonzalez, and I am a physical therapist. I work here in the Richmond area, and I've been working with healthy athletes and the Fun Fitness program for, gosh, probably about 10 years now. I'm one of the clinical directors, and I help out with setting up, and we basically work with athletes and screen them for their anything that might cause an injury while they're practicing or while they're working, at home or while they're actually working in their sport and their sports. So I love what I do, and I've been doing it for a while. And that's what we're going to be doing this summer with our athletes.
Sounds good. Great. Thank you, Naja. Laura, how about introducing yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Laura Thone. I'm a physical therapist, and I work with Nija. And pretty much everything that she just said, I echo. We're looking forward to seeing everybody at the games. And come on over to the Fun Fitness section.
Sounds good. We have Dr. Melton, who's our Opening Eyes clinical director. Adam, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Dr. Adam Melton. I'm an optometrist. I've been practicing about 20 years in the Richmond area, in the Glen Allen suburb. Just really have enjoyed being part of this program, and look forward to talking more about it tonight.
Sounds good. And then finally, Sally Beth Johnson's our Health Promotions clinical director. Sally, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Again, my name is Sally Beth Johnson. I'm a college professor. I have an appointment at Radford University and also Virginia Tech Coronian School of Medicine. And I work with the health promotion discipline, which I'm real excited to share about what all we'll be doing at summer games. But I've been serving as a volunteer clinical director with the Special Olympics Health Promotion Program. I was just thinking about it. It's amazing how time flies, but I started in 2009 in North Carolina. So we're going now almost 15 years. I started here in Virginia. It was 2015. So almost 15 years involved in between North Carolina and Virginia. But really look forward to sharing what we're going to be doing at some summer games tonight.
All right. Thank you, Sally Beth. I was thinking about this morning. I've been on staff for 24 years. So we started our Healthy Athlete program in 2000 with, I believe, Special Smiles, with Opening Eyes coming right behind that. And the rest of you guys have been involved for almost that same amount of time. So amazing, amazing work that you all have done. And we're really appreciative of that. So let's we'll start with the fitness folks. You guys had a presentation, and I'm going to flash that up on the screen, and you guys can tell me when you want to, who's going to talk, and then when to change the slide. Let's see, make sure it works. There we go.
Okay.
So we're talking about fun fitness. So take it
All
away,
right.
Laura and Nija.
Yep. All right. So again, my name is Laura, and we're just going to talk a little bit about physical therapy. So go ahead, Dave, if you don't mind changing the slide. So I wonder if any of you know what physical therapy is, right? So we are interested in how you move, whether you move really well, or maybe you have some trouble doing things that you want to do. We're interested in maintaining the health of our muscles and our body and our joints. And physical therapists and physical therapy assistants are going to look at how well you move when you come for the summer games. So we're going to look at your flexibility, we're going to look at your strength, balance, and how well your heart functions. Slide, please. So basically, the reason we gather all this information is because the Special Olympics inputs all of the data that we receive, that we collect, and put it into a big kind of like data center so we can gain information about what needs our athletes could benefit from. Slide, please. So one of the things that we want to look at is how flexible you are. So can you touch your toes? Are you able to reach your hands behind your back? Do you have any difficulty with these things? We're going to look at how well and how flexible you are at your ankles, your hips, and your shoulders. Go ahead. And then we want to look at how strong you are. How many times can you get up and down, stand up and sit down? How quickly can you do that? Can you do any crunches? We're going to look at how strong your abdominal muscles are, your glutes, your legs, all that good stuff. And then another thing that we're going to look at is balance. Now, I can't totally do what that bottom screen is doing. I can't really stand on one leg in that tree pose, but maybe you can. But that's not really going to be our test. But we are going to see if you can stand on one leg and how far you can reach. All right, Nija.
So the other thing we look at is endurance. What that means is how your heart works over a certain period of time. Can you sustain your heart rate, and can you keep it up and elevated and get the benefits of aerobic exercise? So we ask our athletes to march in place, and we time them, and we see how many steps they take. And sometimes this gets really fun because they really want to make it a competition. It really isn't a competition. We want to just see how well you do. But the idea is to see how well your heart does. So we do measure your heart rate, and we measure what's called your oxygen level to see how well your body can process oxygen. So that's one of the things you'll get a chance to do. All right, next slide. Next, there you go. So all those things that we look at, we take a big picture of our athletes, and if anything we find that's challenging, we help them out. So if any of you guys, I see somebody said that they can do a tree pose, excellent. Maybe there's some issues with maybe not being able to take as many steps or being flexible. And those are the things that we're going to target. We're going to look at those and see how we can help you to improve that. So we want to make sure that all athletes excel in their sport. That is the number one thing. We want to make sure that everybody is safe and that they have fun with their sport. But of course, everybody wants to win, right? So the only way that you can really be really good at your sport is to be really healthy and to be really fit and to be able to do everything you need to do in your sport safely. And that's where we come in with our strength and our flexibility and balance. And then after we screen, we can advise all of our athletes on ways that they can make these improvements. We can actually even give out recommendations for physical therapy if needed, or talk to coaches and see if the coaches can help out with being able to give guidance during their training time so that when they get ready for the next event, they're ready for it. Next. Some of the tests we use are standardized. So these are things that some of you guys who have been out with us before will have seen before. And these are tests that are used all across the world. So these are the same tests. So we all use the same test to be able to make sure that our athletes are. Next. Screen our athlete will go home with their exercise program. We love giving out exercise programs, and that targets the areas that they need to work on. So that's something we can help the athlete with. We give this to coaches as well. So if you're coming and you're bringing your coach with you, we want to make sure that we help them to understand what you need to do. And it's kind of fun to watch the coaches sometimes go through some of these tests to see if they can do them. We help family members, and they can also help out and join in when they are doing the home exercise program with our athletes. And the athletes can actually watch your progress. You guys can follow your progress. So every year, if you come back again, you get retested again. And when you get retested, you can see how much improvement you've made. So that's what we see as fun, too.
It also gives the coaches a baseline to work on stuff with their teams and their athletes.
Absolutely.
As well.
Yeah. It's really essential. And then, like Laura said earlier, we are part of the whole Healthy Athletes program. And so we bring awareness to everybody across the world. So this, again, is something that's used worldwide. So if you go to Canada or you go to somewhere in South America, everybody who has a Special Olympics Healthy Athletes program will be doing the same thing. So you can travel while you do this too. How's that? Kind of fun. How do you get involved? Well, come and see us. Okay? We have our booth at the Healthy Athletes Screening Centers in the Robins Center at the summer games on Saturday, anytime between 10 and 4:30. Just stop by, bring your family, bring your coaches, bring your friends, bring everybody, bring the rest of your team. Come on by. You don't have to sign up. Just come on in, and we will screen you and send you home with a good exercise program and see you year after year. It's free, too, by the way. You don't have to. So come on in. See you there. Oh, thanks, Emily. Thanks, Emily. You love Fun Fitness. I do, too. I mean, we enjoy seeing our athletes year after year come back. And, I love, talking to people, especially when they have done well in their sport, or they tell us, how much they've been practicing over the previous year. That's really makes me feel good, because I know that they're actually working hard at what we tell them to do. So nice.
Yeah. Emily also was the one that said she could do a tree pose. I'm gonna challenge her in the office to see her do that. I don't think I could do that without falling over either. So we're good.
We'll have a competition in the office.
There you go. All right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Again, Healthy Athletes will be on June 8th, which is Saturday, at the University of Richmond Robins Center on the floor. It's not only open to folks that are registered for summer games, but it's anybody who's in the Special Olympics program as an athlete can come. You don't have to be registered for the games to take advantage of the Healthy Athlete program. This is a great opportunity to come, even if you're not running track or swimming on that weekend. You might be a winter athlete, or you could be a basketball player. You just finished your season in March and February. Great opportunity to come and get some great screenings and some baseline data on your fitness and other health-related screenings. So I absolutely take advantage of that. Okay, let's thank you so much, and we'll watch the chat and see if anybody has any questions. And otherwise, let's move on. We'll move on to Adam, Dr. Melton. Talk about the Opening Eyes program and why that's so important to athletes, and what can they get out of that.
Yeah, so again, I'm Dr. Melton, or you can call me Dr. Adam if you see me at the event. But yeah, the Opening Eyes program was started because of that huge need and the huge correlation with vision and sports. The sports vision section of the American Optometric Association first did a pilot program in 1991 to see how much of a need there was with the athletes at the Special Olympics. And it was such a huge success. They really got the ball rolling with getting an official screening in place that it was repeatable from state to state and event to event. And in 1997 started the Opening Eyes program that we see today, and that's kind of dovetailed into other professions and activities that the athletes go through to help with the Healthy Athlete initiative that we see that's now a big success at the games. But yeah, there's our opening eye screening is very involved. There's 12 stations that we do. We really sit down and talk with the athlete first and see what glasses they have already, if they've had an eye exam before, or what their needs are visually. And then we run them through the gauntlet, as we like to call it, where we first check their vision, both near and far, with their glasses on, to see how their glasses are doing, or if they don't have any glasses, how their vision is in general. Then we'll move on to check their color vision, to make sure they can see color, and also their depth perception. And then we get into more of the technical things that we do with the athletes, where we'll have an automatic refraction that's done that gives us a ballpark area of how they see, and also check their eye pressure. It's one of the checks that we do to see if there's any glaucoma going on. We move to check for the eye health, check for infection, looking at the cornea, looking for cataracts, looking at the back of the eye and the retina for any diabetes or high blood pressure damage that might be happening. And then finally, we'll cap it off with refraction, where we check their glasses prescription. If the athletes do have a prescription that needs to be filled, we can do it on site if possible. We have a bank of lenses there that we can do it so the athlete will walk away with a new pair of glasses. And if not, we can send it off to the local lab to get it to the athlete in the mail. We also offer sports goggles. A lot of the sporting events are high risk of an eye injury. So we offer sports protection, both prescription and non-prescription, for the athletes that are in sports like softball, basketball, tennis, racquetball. Unfortunately, bowling doesn't count. But yeah, any of the high impact sports that are a risk for the eye injuries, because a lot of athletes only have one good eye, and we got to do what we can to protect that good eye. And so then, in order to make this happen, we really have a good commitment with our sponsorships. The Lions Club's part of our name, because they have such a big partnership with shipping all the equipment that we use to every event in every state and every country worldwide. So that's a huge help for us to make things happen. And then just the local doctors and community, and the companies that donate the frames and the lenses. The Fun Fitness talked about, all this data gets inputted into our system, so we can really get some good insight into the needs of the athletes. And so far, we've seen 450,000 athletes worldwide. Of those 450,000 athletes, we've given them 260,000 glasses. So that's just a huge impact we've had since we started this in 1997. And we've also found out 1 in 5 of the athletes have never had an exam before. And so there's still an ongoing need for getting athletes' vision checked. 1 in 7 athletes have an eye disease that's either ongoing or picked up at the screening. And then, like we shared that huge statistic before, about 2 in 5 will need either a new pair of glasses or an updated pair of glasses. One of my favorite stories from helping out with these events is there was an athlete that ran track. In every event, he would only finish second, and he'd be right behind whoever was in first place. And so they did some investigating, and turns out he just wasn't seeing that far. So we ran him through the opening eye screening, got him a pair of glasses, and ever since then, he was able to run fast because he wasn't afraid to not see where he was going. But yeah, that's what we do. We enjoy really impacting the athletes' life, both in their sport and then at home in their schools and entertainment.
Yeah, I say the Healthy Athlete programs are not only changing people's lives at the moment, but they're changing lives for the rest of their life, right? So we get them more fit, we get them better educated on their health, we improve their vision. Those are all things that are going to not only improve the person's ability to run track, but also improve their ability to work and to do things in their day-to-day lives that hopefully a long, healthy time. There was a question about swimming goggles, Adam, on there, which I know we haven't done in the past. We do sports goggles for folks in contact sports, but I think swimming goggles is not something that athletes can necessarily get prescription-wise from the Opening Eyes program, correct?
Correct. Unfortunately, no. That's a good idea, though. I can pass that along to our sponsors and see if that's something they can help contribute to, because they do exist, and it does help for people with really bad vision.
Yeah, for sure. And, I mentioned basketball players and athletes that are not necessarily registered for summer games in need of these things. I see so many athletes that come to our volleyball or soccer tournaments, softball, that have just regular prescription glasses on. And why is that? Why is that not a good idea, Adam?
Right.
You want to tell folks why that might not be a good idea to just have your normal prescription
Oh,
glasses
yes.
in those situations?
Sure. Yeah. So just wearing regular glasses, it can be a safety hazard because if a ball hits you, the glasses can break. And so instead of a nice smooth lens or a smooth frame, it becomes a sharp lens and an object that can cause damage to the face and the eye itself. So it just becomes more of a safety risk wearing regular glasses for like softball or basketball.
Yeah. Plus, it's not it's an expensive adventure if you go through a bunch of prescription glasses all the time.
That as well. Yeah. Financially not at risk.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's excellent. And, we do, as Dr. Melton said, we do, they'll prescribe and put together glasses on site, but we also usually mail out probably about 100 to 150 glasses after summer games that need more work done on their lenses, or we can't just get them done during that day. So any athletes that come through Opening Eyes can expect to get glasses, but it could be if our event's on June 8th, you might not see a pair of glasses till maybe in July by the time the lab gets them done appropriately and get them out. But we always get them to you, and we'll confirm addresses on folks to make sure that they get to you in your home at some point very close to the end of the games. So, all right. Well, thank you, Adam. Anything else you want to add in terms of that? Again, June 8th at the University of Richmond Robins Center on the floor. So the fitness folks and the eyes folks and the health promotion folks all kind of share borders on the floor down there. So you can go from one to the other throughout the day. And especially if you're done with competitions, I know the bowlers come back in the middle of the day and should get down there. The swimmers also are coming back to campus, and the softball folks are coming back to campus. Take advantage of that. You got plenty of time to get down there in the afternoon and get through at least one or two of the healthy athlete programs. So obviously look at what your greatest need is at first and go through that. I know typically we see about 150 folks in every discipline. So take advantage of that and certainly come down to the Robins Center floor and get those things done. I know the swimmers sometimes come back and they're a tired group after competing all morning, but it's worthwhile to get to the Robins Center and get your stuff in and get to every discipline that you can. Anything else, Adam?
No, just come early if you can, because I know there's usually a line, and if you do have to leave, we can always pick up where we left off. So just come on down and just get the process started, and we can put you in, get things done completely.
And I will say that the eye exam, the fitness evaluation, all of the evaluations that are done are more extensive than probably anything you'll get in your home community. So like they're really robust, and they will go through a whole bunch of material with you. So come and take advantage of that. Again, those are pieces of healthy living that sometimes if you did it in your own community would not be real accessible or would cost you a bunch of money to do. And these are all free opportunities for you to come out and get these things done. All right, Sally Beth Johnson, health promotion, which is a very broad, sweeping health initiative. And we've got some great new models that we introduced last summer. So you want to talk about what health promotion is and what you guys are doing?
Sure. I'm going to first try. I do have some slides. Can I just try quickly? I don't want to see if I can happen to share my screen.
Yeah, try to present them, or you can send them to me and I can bring them up for you, I believe.
I think, let me check real quick here. Let's see. Looks like I can share screen. seeing them?
Uh, there. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I am. Do you want to bring it up as a slideshow maybe and send it to me?
Let's see. Is it? Oh, hold on. Are you still seeing me?
Yep.
All right. And let's see. If I pull it up here, you seeing my slides?
Uh, I have it in this mode right here.
Okay, perfect. Can we put it? Let's see. Do I need to put it in a view mode? Probably.
Yeah, if you put it in a view mode and do
How
it,
about that?
I think it will do it.
How's it look now?
Let me kick this from the studio. Oh, no, I don't want to kick you out. I think hopefully people can see that right there.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't see you. Hold on 1 sec. I lost you now, but can you still see and hear me?
Yes.
All right. And are we in? There we go. All right. So again, my name is Sally Beth Johnson, and I am really excited to talk a little bit this evening about our Special Olympics health promotion program. Health promotion is all about helping athletes and their families and their coaches and friends make healthy choices. And like the other venues, we are going to be looking at doing a survey with our athletes on a variety of topics. Our topics look at fruits and vegetables, sun safety, tobacco avoidance and cessation. We do some materials related to hand washing, staying hydrated, and physical activity. So really our session this summer is all about being safe and healthy through not only our Special Olympic Summer Games, but throughout the summer season. And so for those of you watching tonight, my first thing that I would love to ask you is, what do you do to stay safe and healthy during the summer? If you could put in the chat some of your ideas, I'd love to hear them. I know one thing that I do is that I always have my sunscreen and my hat available, but I would love to hear, and maybe Dave, you can help me out and see if we see anything in the chat in terms of some ideas that people do to choose to be healthy during the summer months.
All right, I will do. I'll keep an eye on the chat.
All right. So when you come to our venue, we will be doing a survey. It's part of the Healthy Athlete System. We call it our HOS survey. And the first thing, we will be taking some measurements during our screenings and education. We'll be doing your body mass index, which is kind of your BMI. It helps us look at your weight. We'll also be doing a waist to height ratio in terms of distribution of body fat. And these are really important for our athletes. Sometimes we see higher risk of heart disease and diabetes, hypertension, and stroke. And so these are two important measurements. It's been very valuable to take these throughout the years so individuals can see where they're falling in terms of keeping a healthy weight. In addition to looking at your height, weight, and your waist circumference, we'll also have some volunteers. We have student volunteers. We also have clinical providers, typically from the Virginia Medical Reserve Corps, that help in our venue. And we will be doing blood pressure screening. So one of the things that we choose to do to be healthy is to choose to control your blood pressure. So we will be having individuals on site to help with that. And again, what is blood pressure? Blood pressure is a measurement. It tells, what is that amount of force that's pushing through your heart artery walls. So when your heart's beating and when it's at rest, your blood pressure tells us about that. It also can help us predict if you're at risk at a stroke. There's a lot of things that you can do to help control your blood pressure in terms of things like eating fruits and vegetables instead of junk food. Also, besides just being active during your Special Olympic games, but being active every day, about 30 minutes can help. So we'll be talking about that when we look at your blood pressure in terms of where it falls, if it's in a healthy range, or if it's something that we need to get some medical attention. Some of the things that, again, we look at a variety of topics in health promotion. One of my favorites is the goal of eating at least 5 fruits and vegetables every day. And we'll be talking with athletes and their families and coaches in terms of, how are you doing that? We see some examples here. One of the examples that's my favorite that I've really gotten active with these past couple weeks as the weather's turned nice is not only are we picking fruits and vegetables to fill our plates and looking at a variety of colors, but also how we can plant vegetables or fruit gardens at our home or in our community. And I've got some extra resources this year to share with the Special Olympics community.
Hey, Sally, your slides are not, we're still on the first slide, so I don't know if, yeah,
no. Okay.
that's okay.
Let me see. I've got images, so I bet
there we go. Yeah, you might have to do it that way.
Can you see it that way?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll just catch everybody back again. Again, we've got a lot of different areas in health promotion. Getting ready for the summer. We're doing our screenings and education for body mass index, also blood pressure. And then we were talking about nutrition. And of course, one thing that's related to nutrition is also not only what we eat, but what we drink. And of course, we'll be talking about what's the healthiest thing to drink when we're thirsty, and how do we make sure that we're staying hydrated. And it's really important, especially as we get into the warmer summer months. And so this is one of the favorite visuals that we have in the health promotion venue in terms of our urine chart, or I call it the P chart. You ever look and make sure, what's the color of your urine? That can give us just a sign if we're staying hydrated. So we'll be talking with athletes about what are the signs of dehydration and how it's really important to drink water to help cool off and stay hydrated. Sun safety is one, especially in the summer months. I know we're going to have sun cancer screening, which I think is awesome at our summer games. But we'll be talking about what are those behaviors that we can do to make sure that we're staying safe in the sun. One thing that I love about our venue is that we've got a lot of games to help with our health promotion messages. So for sun safety, we've got a fun tabletop cornhole game. So I'd love athletes and their families to come by and we can play that to remind us to wear a hat, have your sunglasses, use your sunscreen, seek shade, and really kind of layer on the extra approach for sun protection. Physical activity, we'll have questions on our Haas survey about physical activity. One thing that we see, there's a question that asked about how much screen time do you get each week? And this is one that many of our athletes in Virginia, they're getting a lot of screen time. So, how can we help limit the amount of time that we are using our screens? Because often when we're using our screens, that means that we're sitting more. And we want to move more and sit less every day. So how can we get up and not have those long periods of time where we're on a computer or a tablet or sitting there scrolling on our smartphone, watching TV, how we can take breaks so that we're moving more each day. And then lastly, I want to just introduce you. I know those of you, Dave mentioned that we have some new models in health promotion. And one of my favorite new models, she debuted last summer and she's been making the rounds this year, and she'll be again at our summer games in June. But this is Louise, and Louise helps educate about how it's very important to choose sports and avoid tobacco and secondhand smoke. And you can see Louise has 2 lungs. She's got a nice healthy lung. She also has a lung that's been exposed to emphysema and cancer. And so we'll talk about how tobacco use has impacted her lung health, and how it's important to avoid tobacco in all forms, and also what can we do if you're an athlete and some people are around you smoking, and really practicing saying that I'm an athlete and fresh air helps me perform my best. We do have free resources available here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and they are available in a variety of forms, but the easiest way, if you know someone who uses tobacco, is to call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. They are offering free coaching help. They're also, for those who may need some extra assistance, offering free nicotine replacement therapy. Tobacco use is addiction, and so there's a lot of support that's out there if you're ready to start your quit journey. So we'll be having more information about that. Also, tobacco includes all forms. I know electronic cigarettes, e-cigarettes, and vape has increased here in Virginia, and so we'll have resources if you'd like to know more about that. But again, thank you for allowing me just a little bit of time this evening to share a little bit more about what the Special Olympics Healthy Athletes Health Promotion venue will look like this summer. And hopefully you were able to see some of my slides.
Yeah, no, we saw them all. We had, let me see, one question.
Okay.
Here, there you go. Emily Bauer asked, what's a normal blood pressure?
So typically we use the 120/80. But those are things that we'll have our clinical staff on hand to give some more additional information.
Excellent.
I see someone also mentioned that it looks like they're running a lot. Maybe they're doing some marathons.
Yeah, one of our staff, Kelly Bonner, is getting ready to run a marathon coming up here soon. And she's been training hard. So, yeah, she's
Awesome.
and Emily Bauer, our athlete that works in our office, has been really involved in our fitness clubs. She said she loves water.
Yes.
I think water is a key thing. We don't drink enough of it. Really important to drink plenty of water as you're training, and even substituting water for other, sweet. I think there's a section of the health promotion that talks about how much sugar is really in your typical sodas. I think some of that would really surprise you to see how much there is there. And so fantastic opportunity to get some really kind of a broad spectrum of health advice in the health promotions, and give Sally Beth and her volunteers will give you some really good practical ways to help you through and improve some of those areas, just like the other venues as well. So anything else, Sally, that you want to add to that?
Just in terms of, I look forward to everybody coming by, and I know it's a busy time at Summer Games, but you can come by anytime. In terms of, we will also be there all day, morning and afternoon. We will usually we'll have free water, also some fresh fruit and sunscreen. So we'll have some items that will be given away to help you practice, make those healthy choices.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for filling our folks in on what you do at our Summer Games. I think it is so important, and very thankful that we have you guys steering these programs for us. We also have a couple of other programs that the clinical directors were not available. I think I said our dental clinical director is in the Honduras looking to improve dental health on that island and in the Honduras for folks that can't afford or don't have access to dental care this week. But you can go to the Mom Project, and they offer full dental services. Big thing there is if you haven't had your teeth cleaned in a while, it is a great opportunity to go and get your teeth cleaned. Take advantage of that. You don't have to get any other dental work done if you don't want, but there is absolutely no reason for every athlete and coach to go and get their teeth cleaned during the Special Smiles and the Mom Project. But we also do x-rays and fillings and such at that program if you need that to be done. But certainly go get your teeth cleaned and get a professional to do that for you. They also offer varnish for teeth to keep you from getting cavities. So that's a great program to go through. And we also have Healthy Hearing. Healthy Hearing provides a full hearing evaluation, just like all the other disciplines that do the screening parts. So they provide a full hearing evaluation. We have a partnership with James Madison. Their communications and hearing disorder folks come out to do the screenings along with our local clinical director. They'll remove earwax and bothersome things that might be causing your hearing loss. And there's also an opportunity to put in for free hearing aids if the audiologist thinks that there's a need for you to have hearing aids. So again, a good opportunity to come and get a very comprehensive exam of your mouth, your eyes, your hearing, your fitness, and your general health promotion, as well as the skin cancer screenings that we'll be offering. A local dermatology group will be coming in. They did it last summer, and they're really excited about coming back and providing some screenings for folks. I think we had 3 or 4 folks that really actually had spots on their skins that were bothersome and needed follow-up care. So it's a great opportunity to come in and get that looked at. That's one area that I think people probably ignore for quite a while, and sometimes it's too late. So please stay on top of that as well. So June 8th, University of Richmond Robins Center on the floor and on the mezzanine. The Special Smiles group will be on the mezzanine, and everyone else will be on the Robins Center floor. Make sure you carve out some time to do that. Come after your track meets or back when you come back from swimming or bowling or softball or tennis when you're done on campus. Make your way over to the Robins Center and take advantage of this opportunity that we get to give for this one time a year at our summer games, and really take advantage of that. We have some fantastic health education and health professionals providing a service here. So we really want to promote it to your athletes, your families. So if you know folks in particular that need stuff, tell them to come on. If there's athletes in your community that aren't registered for summer games, remind them that they can come on out and enjoy the day on Saturday at the University of Richmond. Go through the healthy athlete screenings and enjoy the rest of Olympic Town as well while they're there. Watch a few parts of the track meet and some of the tennis that's going on campus. But let them know about the opportunity. We'll be going from 10 o'clock in the morning till 5. Sometimes at the end of the day on Saturday, if the lines get long, we will, kind of deem what the last athlete will be coming through the screening. So get there early if you can, and take advantage of the Healthy Athlete Center. Anybody have any last comments about the Healthy Athlete Center or their experience? And you guys have been involved for a long time. So Laura and Naja, Fun Fitness has been around for a while and provided some great service. Any other pointers you want to give to the athletes before we sign off?
We just love seeing everybody year after year. We're so excited that you are excited for all your accomplishments. So keep it up and stay healthy. We've got a lot of time left to train before your events on June 8th.
Sounds good. Adam,
take advantage. I mean, this is a great opportunity, just, not just for eyes, but everything. All these disciplines are going to help you out. and it's really exciting to be part of this action. You know, I missed that one year we had the weightlifting in the room with us. That was really fun, but no, we can't do that because of the floor. But certainly, it's always exciting to be there, and please take advantage of what we offer for you.
Absolutely. Make sure that you bring family with you as well. That's important. So we want to see everybody, because they can take advantage of some of this information. I think it's good for everybody to hear this, not just our athletes, especially health promotion. Really, there's a lot of things that we can all learn. I just learned a few things just tonight. So yeah, bring family as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Very important part, right? Talk to your parents, your guardians, folks that you live with, to come out and get some of this information as well. Because this is we're here to provide a team effort on your health. So we're trying to tackle everything we can for y'all. And it's very important from a home standpoint that you do the same. We need a team approach to making you healthier, live longer, and more importantly, live healthier and happy lives, so that you don't have health issues as you get older. Sally Beth, anything?
Yeah, I just want to say again, I look forward to seeing everybody, and please stop by and choose to be healthy. We are here to help you and to create a healthier community.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thanks for everybody who chimed in. I know there'll be more viewers as well as it goes out in the general public. I'm really excited to go into summer games. As usual, we'll be super busy, and I'm really excited to see what kind of stories come out of there. Over the years, we've had some great success stories. We've caught folks in the dental chair that had really significant dental issues, and we were able to make that happen. Adam's story about the track athlete. We had a athlete that went to World Games one time and took advantage of opening eyes, and they took a couple days to get him his glasses, and he put them on. And I'll never forget the coach's story, saying that he put them on and he was watching TV, and after about an hour he took the glasses off, and the coaches were really concerned because they thought, well, maybe his glasses weren't good. And so they went back to him and said, are your glasses all right? And he said, yeah, I just didn't want to watch that show. So he couldn't see 10 feet without his glasses, and nobody knew. So this is an opportunity to really identify things. Even if you think you don't even know if you have an issue with your hearing or your eyes or your teeth or your fitness. Great opportunity to find that out and get some advice on how to make it better for you. So I want to thank our clinical directors. You guys are fantastic. We couldn't do this without you. And again, I can't thank you enough. So I'm super excited about summer games coming up, and I can't thank you enough for everything you all do. And I know the athletes get a great service out of this, but we couldn't do it without you and the sponsors and the folks that support us from all over the country to bring in equipment and all those kind of things, and the volunteers. So thank you to all, everyone. We look forward to seeing everybody on June 8th at the Robins Center. Again, spread the word, and let your families know and your other athletes that you are training with to get ready for summer games. That we're ready for them. Come on down to the Robins Center and get your screenings in. All right. Thank you so much, and everyone have a great night.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dave.